Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I have got Rockwood's rear living fifth wheel. This is the 2024 Rockwood Signature 361 RL. Drove down here last night, crashed in a hotel to do a whole bunch of Rockwoods down here at the Rockwood Flagstaff manufacturer. So hopefully you guys, dig them. And if this floor plan isn't the right one for you, make sure to check out my page. I'll be posting up a whole bunch of these bad mamma jammas. But this is 36 feet, 11 inches, weighs around 10,500. So it's going to be a dual axle, well-constructed fifth wheel with a ton of room and an area to sleep, for the grandkids, or, maybe if you're, I don't know, maybe you have one or two kids, this might be suitable for you. But again, 2024 Rockwood 361 RL. And if you guys are wanting some more information or possibly, a sale price, there is going to be links down in the description or the comment section, depending on where you are watching from. So pretty classic rear living setup, but I will tell you, it does feel a little bit different from a size perspective. I like what they did with the island. Typically, there is a sink there in the middle, and the island is pretty darn big. Well, what they did was kept kind of the rainy day space alive by moving the sink over against that wall. So the disposition of everything is just pretty unique and pretty cool. You have kind of what I would consider a super slide over here for your entertainment and cooking, but then over here you're going to have, kind of another super slide for your seating. And it's also going to be the recliners are going to be directly across from your TV. And then back here in the back, as you can see, you do have a sofa that's on a 50-50 split, which if you haven't seen that before, it is pretty darn cool. And it's something that, I found out about probably a couple weeks ago when I went to the Columbus and River Ranch, which they're part of kind of the same group in a way. It's just pretty nice. I mean, a lot of these campers come with the Tri-Glide, pull out kind of sofa where it's kind of big, it's kind of clunky, even for a guy that is, as jacked and as good looking as myself, can kind of struggle through it, slightly. But this is going to be on the split system. So you pull up from the middle, and then, now you have a place where you can sit down, take a snoozer. And why I like this is, I just imagine, I'd probably flip up the other one, but I imagine, if my daughter is getting a little bit cranky, needs a little bit of a snoozer, but I still want to watch a movie, well, I'd sit right here, expand this half out, and then, allow her to kind of take a sleep, while dad's there. Just a little bit of a comforting factor. Then to put it away, you just flip this up, you grab right here, and then bada bing, bada boom. Easy peasy. So lightweight, convenient too, because now you got to think about all that valuable space that a big bed takes up. Now you got a little bit of an extra spot. And while I've got the camera over there too, this part right here, it does come out. So if you want to snuggle up with honey buns, you got the ability to do it. But it's also kind of on this quick recline. There's this little plastic pull tab right over here. And you pull it down, do a little shove, and now, you're kind of hanging out. This is going to be at that recliner that, I would consider that perfect snoozing angle. Like, I hate staying in hotels, and I stayed in a hotel, last night. I do a couple times a month coming down to do these tours. I think the beds just kind of stink in these hotels, and I could totally see myself sleeping for, a weekend or, a daytime nap. They're just comfortable, is basically kind of what I'm getting at. So before I show you the rest of the camper here, on the other side, whoa, getting crazy. On the other side here of the sofas, you're going to notice you have outlets and USBs. And you're also going to get some countertop space along with some great windows. All tinted, all open up for a good breeze. The side one's going to be an emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. You also have this fan here up top to help circulate some of the air, keep it from getting a little bit stale. And then you also have your big old speaker there too as well. You have a glass insert. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. But you also notice it's kind of etched. It's kind of textured. I just think it adds into, kind of the appearance of it. But that's a lot of good area. And I'm 6 feet tall with average size arms. It's a little hard to get up there for some of the things. Like my wife's probably not grabbing too much stuff out of there. But talk about blankets and some of your stowaway items. So I just showed you the recliner and the sofa. We'll kind of stick along on this. And again, all the windows, that can come. They're also going to have the old day and the night shade. So you got your half Dracula and your full Dracula. You know, block out the sun, keep some nosy eyes out. You're ready to rock. Now the dinette will expand out. So if you want a little bit more extra room, you're just going to grab here and pull out when it's not got the safety latch on. 2 regular chairs on this side. The booth seating on this side with extra storage there underneath. You're also going to notice no carpet, so it's that marine grade vinyl woven material. And while we're at it too, the flooring on the Rockwood is phenomenal in my opinion. I think it looks nice, it's light and bright, it's classy, but it also has kind of the darker and the lighter, so that way, you know, if the grandkids or the children were coming in, tracking in some dirt, I think it would hide it really well too. So it's kind of like a sneaky good looking, kind of a dual purpose. Now back over to the island. There are going to be 2 stools that come with this unit, so you can plop it down here and here. It's a great additional spot to eat, get some work done, type up some emails. You're going to have outlets over here on this side, and it's also going to have your heating duct as well. So you notice there's going to be no vent in the floors. Now over on this side, you're going to have the box frame, meaning there's that little lip, so you can put in a little bit more weight. Height on these, I forgot to show you. I'm 6 feet tall. Probably looking at, what would you say, probably 6'2", 6'3", you know, somewhere around there. But this slide is going to have, you know, quite a bit of weight on there. So they beefed it up, put the box frame there. You also don't need the clearance down at the bottom, so it doesn't matter. You have your fireplace with a couple different color modes, puts out 4,800 BTUs of heat. This thing gets roasted. And when I'm telling you that, it'll turn this thing into a sweat box, you know, on a day that's about 45 degrees, just from that, you know, in general. If you've owned an RV, you know what I'm talking about there. The Insignia TV is going to be a smart TV, so you can plug in, you know, all your favorite Netflixes and whatnots. It's also going to be strut, so hands-free. So I think that's pretty nice. A little bit above average touch. It's also going to be the soft close. I do enjoy the countertop space in front of the TV. I don't know what I would put there, but I would definitely find something during the day to make good use of that. Power tower here, just for, you know, power tower stuff. Just extra power, I guess. And then you have your 3 stovetop burner with a larger than average oven here as well. And then you got, you know, a little bit of storage there. Now also, before I get completely away from the island and I forget, because I'm a little scatterbrained, been running around all day talking to myself, you have, you know, storage under here. And that's what that allows you to have when you don't have a sink right in the middle. So I wish more brands, you know, would do that. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Is that something you'd like to see? The sink more over off to its own versus in the island, and use the island maybe for something else? I don't know. Definitely food for thought. I think it opens up the floor plan a little bit. You're also going to get a massive refrigerator here, and this is going to be the Magic Chef, so this should be a 12-volt refrigerator, and it looks like it's going to be an 18 cubic foot as well. So I mean, a week's worth of food, no problem. If you got a bunch of grandkids coming with you, it's going to be probably, you know, 5 days once you soak up, you know, all the kind of snacks that they go plowing through. You're also going to see you got a little ice maker. And then the bottom part down here is a partition that you can remove as well. So if you just want it to be one open area, you know, you're more than able to do that. So now we're back on over to here, and I just love this location. One, you still get some storage, but you're also going to get access to your plumbing, a great garbage can location, and then bada bing, bada boom. The 2 bottom drawers are kind of more the same. This is for kind of like a brush. The sink is going to have little drying rack doodads, but it's stainless steel undermounted bowl with your high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. Another power tower for more power in a tower. 2 outlets, USB, Universal C. And, well, luckily they put that sticker there. You got a little USB port back there. So isn't that nice? You also have the LED lights there up top, which I think just kind of backlit. I mean, I don't know, just kind of adds in a little bit. You know, it's just a little added touch. I'm sure it didn't cost too much more than a couple bucks to add that, but I'm all here for it. And then right as you walk inside the door, you're going to walk into, again, an outlet right next to your sink, which is always, you know, nice. But you also have, you know, all of your controls right here. So all in one central spot, all the important stuff. You know, your AC, your slides, your tank levels, your solar charge controller, because this thing has 200 watts of solar, you know, on the roof standard. Get into the bathroom. You got enough room in the shower, you know, for 2 people if you wanted to, but you got a place where you can sit down, rest your bum, shave your legs, and do what you want to do there. Now this This right here does not appear to be enough room when you sit down, but I was shocked by the other one I did, because when you do sit down, I wouldn't say it's the best, you know, it's not that prime pooping position, but it is what I would call a snug pooping position. So I've ripped that one off of Matt's. I always like that, the PPP, baby. But this one is, you know, pretty darn close. Bada bing, bada boom. So right here, you got your Tri-Glide glass series. I already said that, I think. And then you're inside the shower, looking pretty sharp. You got about 6'8" head clearance up here, probably about 6'4" right there. But you're also going to get the shower miser. So if you haven't seen my videos before, or no one's told you about it, basically that's that little third knob. You push that down, that's in the off mode. Now the water does not escape. It's not coming out while it's heating up. It's churning in that water heater, churning and burning, baby. And then once that little blue part right here will turn white, that lets you know that it's piping hot and it's time to jump in the shower. So it's a great way of not, you know, wasting a drop of that water, especially if you're doing a little bit of boondocking or, you know, a little bit of traveling here and there where maybe you can't, you know, waste that water because it's not as easy to fill up. Stainless steel bowl. Sink there, and then we're going to head into the bedroom where you have an east to west slide bed. Now I do like what Rockwood is rocking Rockwood is rocking. That was pretty clever. I might have to use that more. They do have the frame around the bed, so that is going to be pretty nice. Just in general, a little bit of added security there. You're going to have outlets and USBs, a shelf, window, headboard, another AC up here, and then a place for a TV backer, a good viewing window, and an emergency exit if you need. Pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. Outlets, USBs, universal Cs, 3 dresser drawers for 3 spots to put stuff. And then you're also going to get washer and dryer prep. But I love the black glass. I just think that is a pretty cool, you know, little touch there. You know, as well. I like how they have the second shelf here too. I know it's a little bit of a shorty, a little bit cramped there, but it is nice to have. And you also got cubbies up in the front, but that's where your washer and dryer prep is. So it'd be interesting to see one in here because it looks pretty small. I'm assuming you just take out that back shelf and there are your plug-ins and you're ready to rock. But pretty cool little situation they got going on. But I think that about wraps it up here for the inside portion. Now I'm going to head around, zip around the outside. Probably spend like 2-3 minutes on the outside since most people exit there prior to. But again, before you guys head out, hit that like and subscribe button, drop a comment, say hello. All the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes are down in the description along with a link for that pricing. 2024 Rockwood 361RL. And what's nice about that model number is it's not confusing. You know, normally when it says 361RL, that means this thing's going to be 40 feet. The fact that it actually matches that length at 3611, I think that's pretty nice that Rockwood really gave a hoozy, you know, about that. So it's going to be a mid-pro fifth wheel, meaning it slopes down in the back, but it still has great headroom. But that's going to keep down on cost, going to keep down on weight. You're going to get electric leveling, frameless windows, metal wrapped awnings, and 6-sided aluminum frame construction. 7 if you consider, you know, that bed, you know, aside. And later, there's 2 different ways of kind of building the bed construction or the dinette construction. Here is the Rockwood Way, where you have, you know, the 1-inch beams for the aluminum. Now this is just about every other brand out on the market. They use these for the dinette. It's a 1-inch beam for the dinette. Imagine if you're, you know, a big old person, you put your knee down to close up a window. You're going to have a big difference in that, and I'm sure the cost of it is there, but I'm sure it's not too crazy either. I don't know. They just do a good job of doing that. The same thing with like the wood trusses. Anytime you can eliminate wood in an RV, you know, I'm here for it. The door is also pretty, not 2 awnings, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but they're both metal wrapped LED lights. Anytime you see this little, that little knick-knack there, that little square, that is going to indicate that you have a pretty darn nice setup for ease when you come in. You notice how easy that was to put up, you know, or put down. You don't have to worry it's slamming down on you. You have the safety rail, which is extended, you know, just for kind of easy access as you're kind of grabbing in. And then you have your Goodyear Endurance tires with your tire pressure monitoring system. It's basically a little screen that'll show up for you, you know, so that way if you're, you know, traveling down the road, it'll overinflated, underinflated, you know, things of that nature. You have your LP disconnect right under here with your spare tire, outlet, and a place to put a griddle. You're also going to see that you have an outdoor shower right here on this side as well. You're also going to get the towing package on this model, which is going to be 3,000 pounds of towing or 300-pound hitch rating on your 2-inch receiver, a ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof, and you're prepped for the rear observation camera. If you want to install that, you can see what's going on behind you, with some distance markers. Swing around the side, you have your control or your power right there, I'm sorry. And then you have a little bit of, oh gosh almighty, almost just bit it. Well, that's locked. That's a little storage here behind there, but a little bit of a mud patch. You can see where that would have made a great video. And then right here is going to be your dump valves, heated and enclosed underbelly as well. And then the other side here of your pass-through storage, where you have your, your auto level control. There's going to be those little stools, your griddle, and then in a separate door, they have the docking station, which will have, your water filter, your second outside shower, and then your different bypass valves, your city water, your black tank flush, which is a sprinkler system for your poop tank, and then of course, your outlets there as well. Propane behind this door, storage up in the front, pretty basic there, but you also have a click for the docking lights, 20 amp solar charge controller, and then, 20 amps solar on the side, and then you have the Kurt Rotoflex here on top, and that's just, basically added kind of flexibility when you're stopping. So it's like chucking and bucking, kind of absorbs some of that, makes it a little bit more comfortable for you. But all right, guys, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2024 Rockwood Signature 361RL. Have a great day. See you.